woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk down the man.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. First carry for Royce Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And right away, he lost the football. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Keenum now on the keeper. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and bail.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Then he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here we go. 58.
first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Throwing to his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
22!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing is Keenum on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Jump out! Jump out! Over. Jump out!
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Hey, 626!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got three. Hey, orange.
From the gun, here's Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. On first down, Keenum. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. No, Roger. Hey, orange.
On first down, it's Keenum. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad, and he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On play action, Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Hey, 626.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. To throw is Keenum. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Hireman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds. Right around the 10-yard line. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have two inbounds in the NFL.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Now Keenum. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that is incomplete.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 626. No.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. 3rd down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage. Yet they...
Well, notice 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, right. Right. Over.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Muhammad. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, 50. Wide left.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins from 17 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Let's go, come on. Back to north.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham, 32 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So a one-handed catch from OBJ in the end zone. Not really surprised anymore, I guess. This is becoming routine.
Yeah, isn't that something? And we have to be careful ourselves, right, about treating it as only routine, because it's still spectacular to go up one hand, possess the football, whether there's contact or not, to come down and create that play. That's absolutely phenomenal. And one way it happens, these guys work at it. They practice these types of catches all the time.
And he practices it all the time. You see his pregame routine. We were down there today. It's unbelievable.
It absolutely is. And now the stigma of looking like you're showing off is really gone. Now it's actually part of the game.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Keenum finding Sanders for a big one. And even 60 yards. Working from the gun, Keenum. That's caught. It's Thomas. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
He's going to get it running right, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Broncos get a bit closer. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go to 50. Box it.
On second down, Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to him on first down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Keenum to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Willie Henry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Keenum now on second down. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So we race the flag. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Let's go, come on. Hey, 626, jump out.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Keenum now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Go, go, go.
They go again with Muhammad. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Here's Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
58.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They do go for it. It's Keenum. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go. 58. Here we go. 58.
They run with Collins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
And we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Welcome back now to Denver. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And coming out now, the Broncos. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held it to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To throw, it's Keenum. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Keenum. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Sutton, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Keenum on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now it's Keenum. Sutton ripping it in on the left side. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Keenum. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Terrell Suggs in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down is Keenum. And he's going to go down again. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Keenum got to have this one. He's going to air one out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Reset.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw, Keenum. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Now a first down throw, Keenum. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's brought down after a good game. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. From midfield, here's Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
I sound